Welcome back to day 2 of the bull market over here. We are having another green day and everything's moving up smoothly as the arrow here shows. And I hope that you guys have tasted that trade that we did get into, because right now, if you follow the trade alerts that are in the Discord server, you would have been up, let's see, a total of 1.7% so far. So this is definitely a good chunk right there. If you want to leverage, that's up to you. If you want to do something like that, buy a leveraged ETF, it's all on you as well. If you're day trading, you're looking for this 20,750 take profit at the minimum lowest part that we will reach in this bull trend. I think there is still a very good chance that we definitely go higher to these other supports over here. If we do break this 20,750, you're looking for this 21,200 level over here. This has also been a pretty significant support where we've seen a lot of strong touches off of. So just keep trading with the chart here and just manage your risk. You know, keep still a respectable stop loss where if something does happen, you don't get kicked out of your trade and end up losing. The market keeps pushing higher, right? Have a very conservative stop loss underneath 1 or 2 resistances and just keep managing your risk from there. Also, just wait for those pullbacks if you are late. There's always going to be an area that the market does pull back in. The market's always going to move up in kind of an oscillated wave shape, right? Where you have these higher highs and higher lows in a bull market. So just wait for one of those higher lows. It's not going to kill you. And it's definitely better than losing out in a bull market. You know, that's the worst feeling there. When everybody's making money long term and as a day trader, you're losing money. It doesn't feel good. So just wait, be patient for that. But let's take a quick look at the fear and greed index over here. We're at a 29. We're still beating the extreme fear that we were in for a couple weeks. And we do see the market starting to recover. The heat map today was pretty mixed, but I'm not too concerned just because the main holdings in the Magnificent 7 were still mostly in the green, right? You have Apple, the NASDAQ leader. You got Microsoft, which is the second highest stock in the NASDAQ by market cap there. It's all looking pretty good there. Let's take a look over here. We do have, let's see, I have some news later on tomorrow at 8:30, durable goods, but it's nothing too crazy that will impact the market. If we do go back into a bearish market, it's always a possibility. So just as a reminder, we do have the support line over here that's been following us since 2022, and this is a very strong support that the market's been rebounding with a lot. As soon as we crossed it, you know, we had this huge bullish momentum of 2% that one day. We've had a lot of very strong rejections, so it looks like it's pretty set. I don't imagine prices really chop around through this line too much, so I don't think that we're going to go back into this bearish trend, at least in maybe the next few days or so. But yeah, if we do cross this support line over here, you are looking to move down towards this 18,300 line. But right now, place those long positions and just manage your risk. Let's take a look at some other securities here that are following that same bull trend as the NASDAQ. The first one being Shiba over here. We are getting quite a big bounce off Shiba. If we take a look at where we broke out and where we placed our trade, we are currently up, let's see, nearly 8% there. So that's definitely a good chunk. And we have about 50% to move up to, right to these previous peaks here. If you do want to hold and you want to try and go for these massive moves over here, you're looking for a 150% return, which is definitely decent. But I mean, 50%, if it's a quick little day trade, that's definitely great risk to reward and a very good possibility of that happening too. So Shiba is looking really good. Same with Dogecoin. They're both following a pretty similar chart there. Let's take a look at Microsoft over here, and we are finally leaving these 2023 prices that we were kind of just chopping around here. We're leaving those after we broke out from resistance over here. I am looking to take profit around somewhere where we do have these big peaks and these big chopping areas, because Microsoft has been in quite a range for the past year. So I am looking to take profit around 432 if I am day trading. But Microsoft is always a great stock that I am looking to buy at a lower price for to try to average out for my long-term investments too. So if you are a long-term investor, right now it's a fantastic time to get into it because we are currently up money in our trade already. So that is definitely something that you do want to keep an eye out on. Let's take a look at AMD too. AMD is popping off as well. We'll take a quick look into that. And again, very similar to the Shiba chart actually, where we had this very tight resistance. AMD is starting to move up quite substantially. We'll see this breakout over here. We were able to move up about 7% over here, and I am looking for that take profit to be at this long-term resistance line over here. So you can wait for a touch of this support line over here, this resistance line. It's great for a little short trade if you're into that. AMD, I mean, you have these huge giants like Nvidia taking over for all the chip making, so Is there a lot of longevity in AMD? I'm not sure, but I will definitely capitalize off these trades as I see very strong price action and very obvious breaks in the market. So yeah, if you are looking for more investment tips, investment strategies, and you want to know exactly where I'm placing my trades, come take a look at the Discord server. The link is wap.com/tmpfinance. And on all these assets that I mentioned, we are currently up a significant amount of money. On NASDAQ alone, we're up 10.3% for the year. And let me take a look at my other holdings over here. Apple's up 2%, AMD's up about 6% here. Google's up 3%, Microsoft is up 1%. And then we have our crypto going absolutely crazy. We're moving up 10% here on Doge. So if you are looking to take a look and capitalize in these trades, come take a look at the Discord server. Get trade alerts. You're going to get hot stock picks for the month. You're also going to get free one-on-one sessions with me. And if you are looking to level up your trading journey, or even just have a more relaxed trading where you're not having to analyze charts, you can come take a look at us. But anyways, y'all, I will see you tomorrow. Best of luck with the trading and take care. Peace out, y'all. Later.